This episode will be recapping the UCSD/USD tournament, February 13th through the 15th. In the first two games, they beat Weber State and FDU. In the Friday games, on the Saturday games, they lost to Southern Utah and Omaha. And the Sunday, they lost to Southern Utah. So I'll go ahead and do all this guy. Against Weber State in game 1 of the tournament, they won by a final score 6-3. The win moved the Broncos to 5-2 in the season. The loss dropped Weber State to 1-7. Broncos scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third. Weber State got 1 run in the fourth and 2 in the fifth. Broncos finished with 6 runs and 5 hits. Weber State finished 3 runs and 8 hits. Lula Ray McNamara picked up her second win this season. Jade Curiel picked up her third loss in the season for Weber. Charlie Duran for the Broncos picked up her first save. Broncos got the scoring early on a Vera RBI single to center. Advanced second and throw. Pam Berthy scored on that single, and so then advanced third. In the top of the second, Broncos scored twice on a 2-run home to left field by Penn Berthy that scored Holly Farmer. Then Broncos made a 4-0 in the fourth on a ground roll RBI double to left field, with Sophia Murrow scoring on that, and Hughes advancing to third. It became 5-0 Broncos with the Broncos got 1 on wild pitch, with Hughes scoring for third and Penn Berthy advancing to second. Then became 6-0 on Hernandez on another wild pitch, with Penn Berthy scoring and Hernandez advancing to second. Weber get on the board and bottom the fourth on a Maldonado RBI ground at a second, scoring Solis. Became 6-2 in the fifth on a Gallegos RBI single to the right side, scoring Ray and Nancy Smith to third. Became 6-3 on a wild pitch that scored Smith and advancing Gallegos to second. In terms of stats, Cade Penn Berthy played first with 3 for 4, 3 runs, 3 batting, 1 left on base. Ashley Hernandez played left field. She was 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Georgia Kreider pinch hit and had a walk. No official at bat. Maya Flint was designated player, was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and 1 left on base. Skylar Stroh played second. She was 0 for 1. Quinn Sutherland was center field, 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Kaylee Vieira played right field, 1 of 3 with the runs with an RBI and a strikeout. Grace Peffley came in defensively in right field and didn't have any at-bats. Kaylin Galasso played second and designated player. She was 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 left on base. Holly Farmer played third base. She was 0 for 1 with a run scored and a walk. Molly Hodge, pinch hitter, drew a walk. Talia Jenkins was the catcher. She was 0 for 1 with a walk. Sophia Romero pinch ran for Jenkins, scored a run. Chloe Hughes played shortstop. She was 1 for 2 with the run. Lula Ray McNamara was 0 for 1. Overall, the Broncos 24 at-bats, 6 runs, 5 hits, 4 batting in, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, 4 left on base. Kate Penn Berthy hit a double along with the homer. Ashley Hernandez often had a sacrifice hit along with Talia Jenkins. Kate Penn Berthy, Caitlin Galasso, and Chloe Hughes were all involved in double plays. For the Weber State Wildcats, Riley Wallen, designated player, was 0 for 4 with the strikeout. Abby Grundy, third base, 0 for 2 with the walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 left on base. Paige Whitty, pinch hit, was 1 for 1. Kiaria Smith played first base, was 0 for 3 with the walk. Sienna Solis played second, was 1 for 3 with the run scored. Apollonia Maldonado was the catcher, 1 for 2 with the RBI and a walk. Kaylin Quinney, pitch ran, was the catcher, no official at bats. Jordan McMahon played center, was 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Victoria Ray played left field, 2 for 3 with the run scored and 1 left on base. Tegan Smith played short, was 1 for 3 with the run scored, 2 strikeouts, 2 left on base. Sammy Gallegos, 2 for 3 with an RBI. For Weber State, 27 at bats, 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 batted, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 5 left on base. Apollonia Maldonado hit a double. Sienna Solis hit a triple. Paige Whitty was caught stealing. Here's the pitching. Lila Ray McNamara, winning pitcher, pitched 5 innings, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 wild pitches. Shannon Keegren didn't record an out, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Jolly Duran pitched 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. For Weber State, Jade Curiel picked up the loss, pitching 1 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. RJ Parra, 2 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. Kendall Freidinger, 3 1/3 innings pitched with a walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. The Broncos extended their winning streak on the 13th by beating Weber State. The win against Weber State advanced their win streak to 4 runs. Broncos scored all 6 of their runs against Weber State with 2 outs. Charlie Duran registered the final 6 outs against Weber State to earn their first collegiate save. Next game that day, they took on Fairleigh Dickinson University, winning 2-0. Okay, let's swig a cola quickly. FDU was 1 hit in this game. It looks like this was their first game of the season. FDU officially is on 1. Broncos advanced to 6-2. Broncos got around the second, won the 5th. Broncos with 5 hits. Julia Rose picked up the win, her first of the year. Jamie Sension picked up the loss. Broncos got the board. The second on A. Gonzalez, RBI single left. Scoring Holly Farmer, advanced to Chloe Hughes the second. Came 2-0 on a solo homer to left field by Maya Flint. For Fairleigh Dickinson, FDU, Madison Richel played center, was 0 for 3 with strikeout, 1 left on base. Brianna Holguin played second, was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Kaylee O'Sullivan played third base, was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Celeste Quezada played her 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Hannah Stone played first base, was 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Zoe Melanopoulos played short, was 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Sophia Spatoko played right, was 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Dimitir Villanopoulos was a catcher, was 1 for 2, had the lone hit. Michaela Conkin played left, was 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Arnault went to at bat, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts, 1 left on base. For the Broncos, Kate Penberthy was 0 for 3 with a walk. Play first. Marissa Gonzalez play left, was 1 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout. Maya Flint was catcher, 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI, 2 left on base. Quinn Sutherland played center, was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Georgia Kreider, designated player, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Skylar Stroh was 2 for 3, 3 left on base. As a second baseman, Holly Farmer played the hot corner, was 1 for 2 with a run scored and a walk and 1 left on base. Sophia Romero played right field, was 0 for 2 with 2 left on base. Grace Peffley was defensive sub in right field for Sophia. Didn't have any official at-bats. Chloe Hughes played short, was 0 for 1 with a walk. Galiveria pinch hit for Chloe Hughes. She was 0 for 1. Broncos with 22 at-bats, 22 runs, 5 hits, 2 batting, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 8 left on base. Skylar Strode and Holly Farmer both hit doubles. Maya Flynn with the homer. Sophia Murr with the sacrifice hit. And Georgia Kreider was hit by pitch. For Pew, Jamie Sension pitched 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, 1 hit batter. And Katie Samoka pitched an inning. And for Julian Rose, she threw a complete game, all 7 innings with 1 hit, 10 strikeouts. And that win against FDU extended the win streak to 5 games. Of note, Julian Rose pitched the first 7-inning one-hitter by Bronco 5 years. One of the runs in the FDU game was with 2 outs, so all 7 runs scored on this Friday. On that Friday, were all with 2 outs. The Broncos have scored 27 runs with 2 outs this season. And Julian Rose in the FDU game struck out a career high 10 batters. So a really good Friday for the Broncos. Unfortunately, as you probably guessed, Saturday was not that kind to the Bronco softball team. They lost 7-8 against Utah and 6-2 against Omaha. First game against Southern Utah Thunderbirds, they won 8-7, with Southern Utah advancing to 4-6 on the season. Broncos dropping to 6-3. Southern Utah scored 2 runs, top second, 2 runs, top fourth, 3 runs, top 6, 1 run, top 7th. Broncos scored 1 run, bottom first, 2 in the bottom third, 3 in the bottom fourth, 1 in the bottom 6th. Southern Utah 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Broncos 7 runs, 15 hits, 3 errors. Avery Nielsen picked up her 2nd win this season. Kelly Brown picked up her 1st loss of the year. Broncos jumped out early on the Camp Penberthy solo homer to left. Southern Utah tied it on a fielder's choice by Toscano, which scored Munoz. That was an RBI, and then advances 2nd on the throw-in error. But their baseman, she would ultimately come in to score on a wild pitch to make it 2-1. Broncos tied it up in 3rd on a Maya Flint RBI homer, solo homer to right center. Broncos took a 3-2 lead that same inning on a Gonzalez RBI single left, scoring to Sutherland. So Utah tied it up by reaching on a Salvatierra RBI fielder's choice, with Burgos being thrown out to 2nd. Shortstop, 6th baseman Knight scored on that play. Then Southern Utah took a 4-3 lead on a Becerra RBI single left, scoring Salvatierra on the play, and Meredith Vance 2nd on that. Broncos tied up in the 4th on a Sunderland RBI double to left, scoring Hernandez. Then became 5-4 after Kreider stole 2nd. Sunderland stole 3rd in that play, and then a throwing error by the catcher scored Sutherland, advanced Kreider to third. Then became 4-6 Broncos on a Gonzalez. RBI sack fly to left, scoring Kreider. Sanuta God run back in the sixth. On also scoring on a bases loaded wild pitch. Then became 7-6 in the sixth. Well, it was a wild pitch, so she was on third, so she scored in a wild pitch. Bases were not loading up. Then the sixth, Becerra with a 2-run homer to left, scoring Maris to take a 7-6 lead. Broncos and bottom of sixth tied it up 7 apiece. When Sophia Romero RBI single to left center, scoring Sidney Stroh. Romero advanced to second on the throw home, and Holly Farm advanced to third on that play. Then Sunny Utah took the lead in the seventh and won. Into 7 on Olson, RBI single left center, scoring 9, advancing Burgos to third. For Sun Utah, turned to Olson, play left. She was 4-5 with the run and RBI. Michaela Salvatier played right. She was 0-4 with the run, scored RBI for left on base. Aaron Ramirez played first. She was 1-3 with the run, scored 1 walk. Mackenzie Becerra played third base. She was 2-4 with the run, scored 3 bat in and 1 left on base. Cassidy Munoz was catcher, 1-3 with the run, scored 1 walk and 2 left on base. Savannah Lira was designated player. She was 0-4. Alaya Toscano played center. She was 0-4 with the run, scored RBI, 2 strikeouts, 2 left on base. Isabella Knight was shortstop. Was 1-for-1 with 2 runs scored and a walk. Michelle De La Cruz pinch hit. She was 0-for-1. Bobby Burgos played second. She was 0-for-1 with 2 walks. Overall, 30 at-bats, 8 runs, 9 hits, 6 batting in, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, and left on base. Tyrone Olson hit a triple. Mackenzie Becerra with the homer. Michaela Salvatier with the sac hit. Isabel 9 and Aubrey Burgos were hit by pitches. Cassidy Munoz and Aubrey Burgos had fielding errors, and Mackenzie Becerra and Isabel 9 credited with double plays. For the Broncos, Kate Penberthy played both corner possessions. She was 1-4 with the run, scored RBI, walk, strikeout, 2 left on base. Maya Flynn was catcher, designated player, 2-5 with the run, scored RBI and a strikeout. Ashley Hernandez pinch ran, scored a run. Quinn Sutherland played center right field. She was 3-5 with 2 runs and an RBI, 2 left on base. Georgia Kreider was the designated player, first baseman. 0-3 with the run, scored a walk and a strikeout. Marissa Gonzalez played left. She was 1-3 with 2 RBIs and 1 left on base. Skylar Stroh played second. She was 3-4 with the run scored. Holly Farmer played third and short. She was 0-2 with the walk, strikeout, and 1 left on base. Sophia Romero played right field. She was 3-4 with an RBI. Grace Peffley played right field and center field. No official at bats. Chloe Hughes played short. She was 1-2 with strikeout, 3 left on base. Talia Jenkins was catcher, 1-2 with the strikeout, 2 left on base. For Broncos, 34 at-bats, 7 runs, 15 hits, 6 bat in, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 11 left on base. Quinn Sutherland hit 2 doubles. Kate Penberthy and Maya Flint both hit homers. Marissa Gonzalez with sac fly. Quinn Sutherland had 2 stolen bases. Georgia Kreider with 1. Holly Farmer hit by pitch. Holly Farmer, Sophia Romero, and Chloe Hughes reached credit with 1 error each. In terms of pitching stats, for Sun Utah, Hannah Duncan, 2 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 strikeout. Julian Baker pitched 1 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 2 out pitches, 1 hit a batter. Avery Nielsen, 3 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. She picked up the win. For the Broncos, Olivia Bauer started on the rubber, pitching in 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 2 wild pitches. Cody Crabtree didn't record an out, giving up 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, 2 wild pitches, 1 hit batter. Lila Rain McNamara, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run that was earned, 1 strikeout, 1 wild pitch. hit Charlie Duran. Picked up the loss, pitched 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs all earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 wild pitch, 1 hit batter. Against Omaha, the Broncos are blanked 2-0 by Omaha. Omaha advanced to 8-0 in the season. Broncos dropped to 6-4. Omaha got a run the second and run the fourth. Broncos have 5 hits, 1 error. Omaha with 2 runs on 6 hits. Matty Gruff picked up a 3rd win of the season. Jillian Rose picked up her 3rd loss of the season. Omaha scoring the second on a Schmidt single to shortstop. Kramer advanced the 3rd, scoring on Turner by the shortstop and under the run. Then the 4th, Ranga RBI triple down left down the right field line with Johnson scoring. For the Broncos, Kate Penberthy played first. She was 0 for 3. Mary Flynn was designated player, over 3 strikeouts. Quinn Sutherland played center, was 2 3. Marissa Gonzalez left field, 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts were left on base. Grace Peffley 0 for 1 in right field. And Kaylee Viria played right field as well. She was 0 for 1 strikeout. Then Ashley Hernandez pinch hit and played right field. She was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Skylar Strobe played second. She was 2 3 with a strikeout. Holly Farmer played third base. She was 1 2 with the walk and a strikeout. Telly Jenkins was 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, 4 left on base. Molly Hodge pinch hit. She was 0 for 1. Chloe Hughes was 0 for 1 as a shortstop. Melissa Flynn was 0 for 1 strikeout as a shortstop. Kayla Galasso pinch hit. She was 0 for 1 with 1 left on base. Broncos had 26 at-bats, 5 hits, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts, 6 left on base. Holly Farmer had a double. Chloe Hughes had a fielding error. For Omaha, Rylan Groff, Codd, she was 0 for 2. Taylor Selasic played short. She was 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. Billy Sample played third base. She was 1 of 3. Katherine Johnson played second. She was 1 of 2 with the run scored and a walk. Mara Kramer played center. She was 0 for 3 with the run scored and a strikeout. Sammy Schmidt was 2 for 3 as right fielder. Ava Rongish played left. She was 2 3 with an RBI and a strikeout. Allison Edwards played first. She was 0 for 2 with the walk, strikeout, 1 left on base. Riley White was designated player, 0 for 2 with the walk, 5 left on base. 23 bats, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 RBI, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 6 left on base. Ava Wangish with the triple and Ryland Groff with a sack hit. For Broncos, Jillian Rose picked up a loss, pitched 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Little Ray McNamara, 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. And Charlie Duran, 1/3 of an inning and a walk surrendered. Matty Groff pitched all 7 innings for Omaha, giving up 5 hits, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts. Sam Jenkins and Riley Groff both had pass balls for Omaha. And on the day on Saturday, Skylar Stroh went a combined 5 of 7 with the run. Quinn Sutherland was 5 for 8 with 2 doubles, 1 RBI, 2 stolen bases. Little Ray McNamara pitched in both games, and through that Saturday led the nation with 9 appearances this season. And unfortunately did not get much better for Bronco Softball on Sunday, the 15th. As in their long game that day, they took on Sunny Utah again and lost by a final score 5-8. So after win the first 2, they dropped the next 3 in that tournament. Again, it was a 5-8 win for Sun Utah. With the 5-8 loss, Sun Utah, the Broncos dropped to 6-5. One game above 500. Sun Utah advanced to 5-6. With Broncos, they had run in the top of the first, one top the second, 2 runs in the top of the fourth, 1 run top of the fifth. For 5 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors. For Sun Utah, 5 run bottom first, 3 run bottom second. For 8 runs, 10 hits and 1 error. Avery Nielsen picked up her 3rd win. Cody Crabtree picked up her 1st loss this season. Hannah Duncan picked up her 2nd save. Broncos got on the board first on a Kreider, sack Price, RBI sack fly to right, scoring Kate Penberthy unearned, and Flynn advanced to 3rd on that. Then Sun Utah ultimately rounded 5 runs. First was an RBI single led by Ramirez, scoring Allison, advancing and Salvatierra to 3rd. Munoz single to right field, knocking in 2 runners, scoring Salvatierra and Ramirez, and Becerra advanced to 3rd. Then Toscano reached on a fielder's choice and picked up an RBI. Munoz was safe at 2nd on error by the shortstop and advanced to 3rd in that throwing error. Brisser scored, and on that play, Toscano was thrown out at 2nd, 3rd base to 2nd, shortstop to 3rd base to 2nd base. Then it became 5-1 where Knight with an RBI single of the middle, scoring Munoz unearned, and De La Cruz advanced to 3rd on that. Came 2-5 when Flint RBI single to right, scoring Romero. Then Sun Utah made it 2-6 on a Becerra RBI single to right, scoring Salvatierra an unearned run and advancing Ramirez to 2nd. It became 2-8 with an RBI single down the right field line by Toscano. Ramirez scored. Becerra advanced to 3rd on that, then scoring a 3rd error by the 2nd baseman. And Munoz advanced to 2nd base. The Broncos chipped away a bit on a 2-run single in the 4th by Siristro, 2 RBI. Scoring Peffley and Jenkins. Kreider advanced to 3rd on it, and Skylar Stroh advanced 2nd on the throw-in. Then became 5-8 when Kate Penberthy sack fly foul out to left field, scoring Flint. For the Broncos, Kate Penberthy played first. She was 1-2 with the run scored, RBI and a walk. Maya Flint caught. She was 0-2. Telly Jenkins caught. She was 0-1 with a scored, walk and a strikeout. Quinn Stelling played center. She was 0-2 with the walk to left on base. Georgia Kreider, designated player, 0-1 with an RBI and 2 walks. Skylar Stroh played second, 1-4 with 2 batting in. Holly Fireman played 3rd base. She was 0-3 with 6 left on base. Suffer Mero, right field, 1-2 with an RBI and a walk. Ashley Hernandez came in as a defensive placement in right field, didn't have any stats. Alyssa Flint played shortstop, 1-3 with an RBI and a run scored, and 2 left on base. Grace Peffley played left field. She was 2-4 with an RBI, with the run scored, I should say, and a strikeout. Ray McNamara as a pitcher went 0-1. Combined, the Broncos had 25 at B's, 5 runs, 6 hits, 5 batting, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, 10 left on base. Kate Penberthy had a double. Sophia Romero hit a triple. Kate Penberthy and Georgia Kreider were sacked flies. Quinn Stelling with the stolen base. Grace Peffley was caught stealing. Quinn Stelling, Holly Farmer, and Sophia Romero were all hit by pitches. Defensively, Skylar Stroh had 2 fielding errors, and Alyssa Flint had 1 fielding error. First in Utah, Tyrlene Olesen played left. She was 0 for 3 with the run scored and a walk, 2 left on base. Michaela Salvatier played right. She was 1 of 4, 2 runs. Ryan Ramirez played first, 2 of 4, 2 runs, 1 batting and a strikeout. Mackenzie Becerra played third. She was 1 of 3, 2 runs, 1 RBI, 1 walk. Cassidy Munoz was catcher, 3 of 3 with the run scored, 2 batting and a walk. Valea Toscano played center, 1 of 3, 2 runs, scored, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Michelle De La Cruz, designated player, 1 of 4 with 1 left on base. Isabel Knight, shortstop, 1 of 3 with an RBI, 2 strikeouts. Aubrey Burgos, second base, 0 for 3 with strikeout, 5 left on base. 38 Beast, 8 runs, 10 hits, 7 batted in, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 8 left on base for Sun Utah. Michaela Salvatier had a steal, and Mackenzie Becerra with the fielding error. In terms of pitching wise, Cody Crabtree did not get 1 out. Pitched, had 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 1 wild pitch. Olivia Bauer pitched an inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned. Julian Rose, 3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. And Lula Ray McNamara, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 wild pitch. For Sun Utah, Delaney Baker, 1 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 hit batter. Avery Nielsen, who picked up the win, 4 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 6 walks, 1 strikeout, 2 hit batters, and Hannah Duncan, 1 2/3 innings pitch and 1 strikeout. Some notes in this final game. Broncos had loaded the base and at the top of the first. And we scored 1 of those on the second fly. The Broncos did get the tying run to the play in the 6th was thrown out. But unfortunately, Stroh hit a force out and Holly Farmer grounded out. In the Sunday game, Grace Petfley recorded her first collegiate hit, going 2 and 4 in her first career start. Lula Ray McNamara made her 10th appearance this season and logged 2 shutout innings to lower her ERA to a team best 1.67 in 21 innings. And Julian Rose gave up 1 run in 3 innings of relief to finish that weekend with 1.0 ERA, 18 strikeouts, and 14 innings over 3 outings. So again, in this weekend, that weekend series, the Broncos ultimately went 2-3 that weekend on February 13th through the 15th. So I'll call it a episode on that. The next softball episode I'll recap the Dean Rainey Invitation where they took on Arizona State, Santa Clara, Texas, and Stanford twice. But I'll just leave it at this again is just a recapping of the UCSD and USD Invitational Tournament. Boise State softball went 2-3 in against Weber State. FDU wins. 2 losses against Southern Utah and 1 loss against Omaha.